welcome to Teen Tuesday. I'm Margaret again, and today I'm going to show you how to make a little snowman out of some yarn. To make a yarn snowman, you need yarn and stuffing, a ribbon to use as a scarf, googly eyes for his face, black paper for his hat, orange paper for his nose, scissors to cut everything, and a hot glue gun to put it together. First thing we're going to do is make 2 balls out of stuffing and yarn. So take your stuffing and separate it into 2 parts. We're going to make 1 small ball for the head and a larger ball for the body. So let's start with the small ball for his head. Roughly form a ball and take some yarn, just lay it across and start wrapping it all around, forming that ball tighter and eventually covering it completely with the yarn. Okay, once you've got your yarn ball covered and it's a good size, go ahead and cut the yarn. And we're going to hot glue it in place. There we go. First ball, the head, is now made. For the second one, we're going to do exactly the same thing, but with a larger beginning ball. So take your other ball of fluff, try and make a rough ball out of it. Ooh, untangle your yarn if it's tangled like mine. So for our second ball, we'll start the same way we did the first. Just start by wrapping that yarn around it to form the ball shape, and then keep wrapping until it's completely covered. Okay, and when you get to the end, we're just going to use hot glue to hold that end in place as well. Okay, so we've got the head and the body of our snowman. We can figure out the best way for the bottom ball to stand on the table. If you need to, you can flatten it out a bit. And we're going to attach the head to the body using the hot glue gun. There. Now it's assembled. Oop, I stuck my finger in the hot glue. Hey-ya. There we go. All right. To make the nose, we're going to need a small square of orange that we're going to cut into a triangle. Now we're going to twist this triangle around to make a cone. To do that, we're going to take this corner and twist them up to meet this corner. So, for example, this side's going to come up, it's going to touch there like that. And then we're going to twist this side around and it's going to come up. My triangle isn't perfect, so that's why it's not lining up properly, but we're going to cut off the extra stuff anyways. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of glue on the outside here. Now we're going to twist it up to meet the point in the middle. And try not to burn yourself. Hold that until the glue sets. Then we're going to grab this side and we're going to put some glue all the way down because we're going to cut off the extra point at the tip. So we're going to do that. And we're going to twist this around and up. Again, trying not to burn yourself, and just hold it until it has set. Once it's set, you can determine how long you'd like the carrot nose on your snowman to be, and just cut off the extra paper. That's a pretty big nose, but I kind of like it. Yeah. So now we're gonna make the hat. We're gonna start at the top and work our way down. So first thing we're gonna do is cut out a little square-ish and turn that into a circle. And the circle is going to be the top of our top hat. So make it as big or as little as you'd like your hat to be. Next, we're gonna cut off a strip of black. Make it pretty wide because we're gonna be using it to attach the side of the hat to the top and the bottom. So you got a nice long straight strip. Mine was a little crooked, so I'm fixing it. Here we go. Now, we're gonna attach, this is gonna be the side, right, of our hat, and this is gonna be the top. To attach them together, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece, we're gonna fold it over, all the way down, like so. And then we're going to fold this side down as well, so that we have how tall we'd like our hat to be. I want it to be pretty straight. If you wanted to, you could pull out a ruler or a straight edge and score the card sheet so that it's the right thing. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna cut sort of a fringe into that. Not a big fringe, but you know, enough little snips that these are gonna be what's gonna attach to the rim and to the top of our hat. Now, we're gonna wrap this around itself until it makes a circle the size of the top of our hat. Keeping all those little bits tucked on the inside of the cylinder. There, so that's how long it needs to be. I cut a little bit long. Okay. So I'm gonna trim my fringe a little bit so it doesn't get in its own way. All right, so now if I twist this back together again, and I can put this on top, and that looks pretty perfect. Okay, so let's glue this together. Oop, I got it all over my finger. Again. Get the hot glue off my fingers. And then we're gonna glue on the top. It's gonna rest right on top. There we go. Now we get to cut out the larger circle. That's going to be the rim of our hat. So think about how wide you'd like the rim of your hat to be, and that's where you're going to cut. and glue in place. And you've got the top hat for your snowman. If you'd like, you can decorate the top hat by adding another colored strip of paper around the outside, like a ribbon. And we can start putting this guy together. Now with the ribbon, you can decide how you'd like to wrap it around him, or you can give up the ribbon entirely and braid or knit something to put around his neck for the scarf. For my case, I'm just going to do a simple knot and tie it around his neck. And then I'm going to trim the ends to make it a little bit shorter. Now to add his face and his hat. And there you have your yarn snowman.